Hello, dear close personal friend. You may have noticed recently that a lot of people have completely lost their minds. Really, it wasn't so recently. It started, about 80, Reagan, like 43 years ago or so, when Reagan said, "Well, I'm going to give all your money to my wealthiest friends, and it'll all trickle back down, and you'll all become wealthy." Yeah, when we started believing that horse shit, that was kind of the canary in the coal mine. Anyway, in the years since, there was Rush Limbaugh and all sorts of other crap, selling of the Iraq War by the Bush administration, just on and on and on and on. The Republican Party has gone completely mad and sold people a lot of crap. And to the point that, even they have lost track of it at this point. A lot of their followers have glommed on to Donald Trump, who obviously doesn't say anything that's real. So, but it's gotten worse than that in recent years. The powers that be, and Russia is on this list, as well as American corporate think tanks, have figured out that if they can completely snow most of the people, they can completely disable democracy. And in particular, lately they have been targeting the American left. So it's not just the crazy right-wing people with the tri-corner hats anymore. They're going after yoga instructors and health food people and folks like that. And the way that they're doing it is to drill down and find some sort of thing that they can use to separate you from reality or to get you thinking magically. Okay, and this is something that happens in the Republican Party constantly because they use religion. Okay, religion, you process religion with an entirely different area of your brain. It's not the rational reason area of the brain. You can see it on MRI scanners. If you're thinking about religion or thinking religious or fantasy thoughts, it's an area of the brain that doesn't process reason. It doesn't use reason to process. So what they're trying to do is, if they can get you to believe one little bit of bullshit, okay, it opens that section of your mind up so that they can fill it with more bullshit. And this is where conspiracy theories come in. Conspiracy theories regarding the vaccine, that's a really good example to use on the left. The left, a lot of the health food people and the yoga people were, years before all this, they were reading websites like Natural News, and, it was telling them, all you have to do is eat kale and you'll never be sick again because it's antibacterial, or whatever bullshit they were trying to peddle. People believed this because they were 27 and skinny and they didn't get sick. And so they thought, wow, this is all really neat. I ate some kale and I didn't get sick. And so when COVID came around, and then we had things like the vaccines and masks and everything, they went, oh, if everybody would just eat kale, nobody would get sick. And then the vaccines, they went, oh my God, it's a government conspiracy because we don't need these vaccines. It's all about, inserting you with microchips or whatever. So they were able to open that schism of bullshit into these people's brains. Now I see these same people posting things about Bill Gates, being the Antichrist, and all the World Economic Forum is of Satan, and all of this right-wing nonsense. See, because now they have a fissure in their brain, and these bad actors have burrowed in there and are causing the issues. Chemtrails, that's another good one. You get people to buy just that much bullshit, all of a sudden you can sell them with George Soros as a Jewish conspiracy and all sorts of other crap. So, how do you avoid losing your mind? That's a great question, and you're smart enough to do this, so I'm sure that this will be a great help to you. Rely on sources of information with skin in the game. Yes, I'm talking about the corporate media, the evil corporate media. Professional journalistic organizations with a reputation to protect. Journalists who are professional and have a reputation to protect. If the Washington Post prints bullshit, very shortly there will be lots of people going, that's bullshit, that's bullshit. Okay, that's because they're a major organization. These YouTube video people, they have nobody watching them. So they can print or say whatever they want to. Naturalnews.com, nobody takes them seriously. Nobody serious takes them seriously. So you don't really know, what they're saying is bullshit because nobody bothers to fact check it. So stick with reputable sources of information, and that will go a long way towards helping you separate, fact from bullshit, bullshit from fact. Stay the hell away from YouTube. I mean, like and subscribe to my channel. Stay here. I'm not saying you shouldn't stay here. Jesus. YouTube is a sewer of misinformation. And, every conspiracy theorist you come across, if you question them, they go, oh, well, look at this YouTube video. No. I ask them specifically, show me a source from a reputable source. Show me a report from a reputable source. And I want to see that, multiplied across many sources. So not just the one. And if one outlet reports it, others should have picked it up if it's, some big deal. If the vaccine is killing millions of people, that's a pretty big story. That's like a Pulitzer Prize winning story. Any reporter is going to absolutely just salivate to get that. So it should be picked up certainly by one, but then it should be picked up by several. Well, the mainstream media is all owned by several. You have thousands of competing organizations, okay? You have tens of thousands of competing journalists who all want that story, okay? This is the conspiracy that they're talking about. Suddenly there's got to be, hundreds of thousands of people that got together in a stadium and decided to have this conspiracy. It's bullshit. It's just fanciful bullshit. So, so protect yourself. Discuss in the comments section, like and subscribe. We'll talk more about this later. Thanks a lot. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye.